Oh, what a surprise! A letter from Mualani! It says, the
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Time to go. Follow the wind.
Huh.
Okay, so it felt pretty normal in the moment, but hearing it back does sound kind of, ridiculous.
So, the mushrooms in the orchard are sentient. What a remarkable discovery!
Yeah, without your investigation, who knows what could have happened?
Thanks for looking into it, and for collecting all this information.
What a relief. I was worried it sounded like I lost my marbles.
It does sound far-fetched. After all, none of us have ever spoken to a mushroom. But we know you're not one to lie, Varessa. Besides, the origin of the green mushrooms has always been a mystery to us. Thanks to you, we now know something sinister could be going on. So, we should do our part to help.
Yeah, just let me know if there's anything I can do.
Wow, that didn't take much convincing.
Oh, wait! You said the mushrooms needed to be cooked at high heat, right? I can do that for you right now. I'll be quick. All right, I'm back. I used cast iron, so it should be hot enough.
Whoa, it smells delicious! Suddenly Paimon's hungry again.
Well, here goes nothing.
Wait, that's his voice!
Looks like you stumbled upon the right path. But this temperature does not demonstrate even a fraction of the sincerity I require. Did you really think some common stove could generate enough heat to earn the acknowledgement of the Sage Lord? Humans are such a disappointment. You can solve my riddles when the answers are handed to you on a silver platter. But as soon as there are no more hints, not a shred of intelligence in sight. Do try and use your brain this time.
How did it go? Did you hear the voice?
Annoying menace of a mushroom! The Sage Lord of Fungi said the heat's still not high enough. Sage Lord of Nitpicking, more like!
Not high enough, huh? I guess that means we need a more powerful source of heat. Attention, everyone! We need items that can generate intense heat. Anything you can find.
I'll see what I can do.
Leave it to me.
We should take a look too.
Definitely. We're not super familiar with this area, though. Do you have any ideas?
Nothing concrete, but we could check around the volcano. It spews out all kinds of stuff. Maybe there's something we can use.
Awesome! Let's go! Paimon's gonna find something scorching hot and then throw it in that stupid mushroom's face!
Hey, there should be some avatars of lava somewhere along this path. Their cores are really hot. It might be just what we need.
You know, when you think about how everyone jumped to help us like that, it seems like your tribe has been suspicious of the green mushrooms for a while.
Yeah, but without you, we would have never gotten this far. I mean, tons of people have tried that mushroom without a weird voice talking in their head.
Right. So, even if you wanted to investigate, you had nowhere to start!
Yeah, this opportunity was a long time coming. Plus, the Sage Lord's arrogant attitude definitely triggered my tribe's competitive spirit.
Verissa doesn't seem competitive most of the time, though. Outside of training and fighting monsters, at least.
Yeah, well, I don't really like fighting or compete. Still, I've learned a lot. We get stronger, so no matter how scared I feel, thanks. All right, we should keep looking. Oh, looks like we can make this jump.
Uh-oh! A falling rock!
That avatar of lava pushed it down. Come on, let's charge!
Charge?
Too strong! Oof! Look out below! Done and dusted. This core should be perfect. Look, the phlogiston inside it is still active.
Oh, let's see! Woo!
A few more chunks like this, and we should be good. Come on, let's keep heading up. Careful! 3 avatars of lava ahead!
Come on! We can do it! Committed to memory.
Wind strike.
Oh no, not good! The volcano is acting up again! What is that? It looks like a giant weasel thief. Is there a great toe-in weasel thief or something?
We call it a Furnace Shell Mountain Weasel. It's very aggressive, so be careful. Why me? Maximum power! Hero incoming! Yeah! Heads up! Yeah! Yeah! Hero incoming!
What a great haul! A bunch of seeing eyes, and this thing the weasel used to spew out fire!
I think that's its back armor. It shoots out phlogiston, so it can pretty much attack from all directions. My dad told me about them once. Creatures that live in the volcano. I can't believe we actually ran into one. This piece of armor might produce even higher temperatures than the seeing eyes. We'll get those mushrooms super hot this time. Oh, well, even though I don't like fighting, sometimes, for example, I've read a lot. Viatenna's most iconic feature was her mask. So I decided to make one just like hers. So now, whenever I wear the mask, it's like there's a little piece of her with me. If I want to honor her legacy, I have no choice but to be brave. At the same time, though, I guess it's kind of like a crutch. Kind of like I'm hiding behind her strength.
Oh, you really think so?
Really? It's just... I feel like I need to take it off one day and face things alone. But the longer I put off taking that step, the more impossible it feels. I don't know if I have it in me.
Yeah! You had the courage to make that decision, and that's what it...
Oh,
Besides, Paimon thinks you're doing a...
thanks for believing in... And I won't give up. Not until I can face things on my own. After that pep talk, I feel like my appetite is back in full force.
You're hungry already? Paimon hasn't even finished digesting her last meal.
Come on, let's head back to the tribe. We'll earn that mushroom's recognition this time for sure.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade. It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Looking good! That's how you do it!
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
That's how you do it! Looking good! That's how you do it!
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
We're back! And we found a bunch of stuff to use!
Great! We're almost done with the preparations at our...
I've managed to get these iron chunks red hot. We should be.
Yeah, and since we need really high temperatures, I brought the best.
And I got a bunch of buckets of lava on standby.
Yeah, but the things we brought aren't your typical...
Well, that mushroom started it, right, everyone? Disrespecting Veressa and her guest of honor.
Yeah, we'll see what sort of excuses it can come up. Thanks for the help, everyone. It really means a lot.
All right, let's see what we have here. Huh? The armor of a furnace shell mountain weasel?
No, it erupted out of nowhere, and then the weasel appeared, and then, Well, anyway, we got this in the end.
Either way, this is something special. Back when I was training to be a chef, this kind of armor produces intense localized heat. Anyway, let's get started.
All right, let's go.
Whoa, the fragrance is so much more intense! And what's with this weird mist? Wait, no, something's not right. Where are we?
I have no idea.
Huh? Is something wrong?
That's a cuddle! Chief, we don't know where we...
What? I know it's hard to see through this mist, but aren't you here at the tribe with the rest of us? No. What are you feeling?
Because you are the only worthy devotees, of course.
Evil jerk of a mushroom, so this is what you look like!
He does look a bit more evil than the.
I am no longer concerned with your insolence. On the contrary, I am satisfied with your performance. So, as promised, you shall have the answers you seek. Of course, I have a goal of my own.
The only way anyone's serving you is on a platter!
Now, don't be hasty. It's inadvisable to speak in absolutes. You refuse only because you have yet to witness my cherish this opportunity. It may not come again. As you know, Tivat is not a peaceful place. The gods wage war against one another. Monsters roam the land. Humans live in squalor. But then, humanity discovered me and learned that I could grant them unlimited power to fell even the most fearsome of enemies.
If we want to become strong, we just have to eat this!
Woohoo! Those monsters are no match for me!
And so, the humans worshipped me as their savior. And in return, I revealed my identity as the Sage Lord of Fungi.
You really expect us to believe that? Besides, as far as enemies go, a few puny fungi aren't that fearsome.
Such arrogance! Take that back and apologize before I lose my temper.
You wish!
I mean, those monsters really don't look that scary. Not the kind you'd need a miracle to defeat, anyway.
You insignificant mortals boast of strength? Very well. Then prove it!
Let the show begin.
Oof! Look out below! Hero incoming!
Share my knowledge.
Overruled!
Roll.
Everlasting as the moon! Transfixed!
Well fought! You see? You ate a fair amount of my clones, and now look what you can do. Huh. My eye for subjects is as discerning as ever.
Weren't we insignificant mortals just a second ago?
I'll admit, you're not entirely useless, but my miracles are even greater than you can imagine.
No, don't just... another cryptic one-liner and another disappearing act? It's gotta be a mushroom thing at this... Well, what should we...
Yeah, let's go. I think...
I soon became humanity's faith, and, with my power, created countless clones, with which I could bestow upon them an endless source of sustenance. Food is a scarce resource. A faith that provides for the needs of the flesh is the most practical and noble of all. And as my subjects gave themselves in service, either as civilians or warriors. I rewarded them with mushrooms and...
That's
What are you insinuating?
Well, it's possible people couldn't afford to be picky back then.
yeah, but now
Sustenance and strength. Such are the pillars of faith. So what do you think? A pretty enticing offer, wouldn't you agree? Once you become my subjects, all you have to do is build a civilization dedicated to the mushrooms. And then, what do you mean? What happened next?
Right. If the humans dedicated themselves in service to you, then shouldn't you have your own tribe at this point? Or even your own nation? But I've read a lot of woven scrolls about the heroes of Natlan. And I've never come across anything about some kind of mushroom savior.
Of course not. I was in a different nation at the time. I don't suppose you know their history, too.
yeah, and we didn't hear anything about a mushroom civilization.
I never said it was Sumeru. I have no idea where that assumption is coming from. A trivial detail. You know what? You don't deserve to know what happened next.
Yeah, if you want us to respect you, stop being so secretive.
True. If we don't know how the story ends, it doesn't hold much weight now, does it?
All right, fine. Same rules as before. If you want the truth, you'll have to use your wits to earn it. If you fail to prove your worth, good luck getting another detail out of me.
He ran off. Come on.
Oh. Uh-huh. Right.
He jumped down from here. So it looks like we just need to... Is something wrong, Traveler? Off?
That's how I feel too. Based on his... Besides, and...
Yeah. He seemed pretty annoyed.
But why?
All right, sounds...
Catch me if you can! If you can figure out which way to go, of course.
Absolutely insufferable. Come on, let's find him.
Leave this to me. I'll clear a path for you. I think we can get these mushrooms to form a path. We just need to wait for the right timing.
Get a load of this!
Watch out, Marissa!
Don't worry about me. I got this. can't. Running late again. Yeah! Hurry up, Brassa!
A dead end?
Jump up. Let it give us a ride.
A dead end?
Jump up. Let it give us a ride.
A dead end?
Jump up. Let it give us a ride. All right, this should be good. Get ready and jump!
Backed into a corner, huh?
We've got you this time!
Ow! Well, that hurt, you know. You humans have such violent tendencies.
How did we lose him?
Not again. Although, I think I pulled something off of him.
A ball of mist. Oh no, it's spreading. Ah, they're gonna eat us. Gonna eat us. Eat us.
Ungrateful humans. Oh, at this rate, I won't have any clones left. The more my clones are consumed, the less power I have. Oh, the Why must the humans eat so much? My power is all but spent, but it was still enough to control a single human at least. Now all of Sumero knows how scrumptious my mushrooms are. So if I want to grow, I must relocate. And if I want it to happen fast, I need suitable environmental conditions. You! Take me somewhere hot! The hotter the better.
Yes, my lord.
Is this the place, human?
Yes. This is a volcano in a land far to the west. The temperatures here get very high. It should be a most suitable location for your lordship to regain. I shall now find a good place to plant you, my lord, so that you're my...
Yes, proceed. Huh? An earthquake? No! A volcanic eruption! Ah!
that's how it ended. No wonder you tried to hide it from us. It's pretty embarrassing.
I thought he said people formed communities around this mushroom and used it as their main source of food.
Yeah, but it looks like his following got too big and he couldn't keep up with the demand.
Huh. He used the mushrooms as his main recruitment tactic. But then the situation got out of control.
Which means the more mushrooms the humans ate, the less powerful he became, right?
Wow. So his following didn't last long.
Nope. Which explains why there aren't any records about some kind of mushroom civil. In the end, he mind-controlled a human to bring him to Natlan and then got buried under a pile of volcanic rock.
Yeah. For who knows how long. When we were talking to him earlier, he seemed kind of, out of...
Well, he has been living under a rock, so... But clearing out this area for your orchard finally allowed him to start regaining his...
Yeah, that sounds right. My parents always thought it was so weird that mushrooms kept popping up around the orchard no matter what we did. Now it makes sense. Wait, but if everything we saw is true, that means this mushroom has mind control powers or something? That's a recipe for disaster.
Hold on. Do you remember what he showed us? A group of humans worshipping a giant mushroom. It just doesn't make sense. They must have been mind-controlled, but when he started running out of power, he couldn't keep it up!
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why he doesn't seem to be able to control us either.
Oh? Why?
All right, then let's...
Oh, the environment changed again. Nothing to phase Paimon at this point.
Let's keep looking. He can't hide forever.
I'll protect us.
Clouds high, the birds call.
Committed to memory.
Laid bare.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Yeah! Heads up!
Grow, grow, grow.
Why me?
So you made it this far. Impressive. In that case...
Wait, he hid himself in the statue. What should we do? Actually, that checks out. We're just gonna smash it, right? Cool.
Too strong!
This is where you fall. Overruled. Wind strike.
This way through the river. Sharing my knowledge.
Pitiful. Fallen leaves adorn my night.
Let's dance. We've got you this time, nasty mushroom!
We thought you were just a mushroom that happened to taste good. But now we know how dangerous you are, so we have to stop you.
It would seem you're not completely devoid of intelligence. Fitting for my future subjects. Still, you're overlooking a very important detail. Did you think I was running away because I was scared? Well, this is a world of my creation. My will rules supreme. My schemes have been exposed, you say. No matter. My goal has already been achieved.
What?
Although I prefer to call myself the Sage Lord of Fungi, in the human tongue, I am known by another name. You now behold the god Bifrons, the sole protagonist in this endless carnage! Indeed, foolish, shallow, and ungrateful humans! Have you forgotten your savior during this time of war? I am the god who's protecting countless of your kind during this Archon War. You have no food in which to satiate your hunger, no means with which to counter the hordes of monsters, and the gods loom overhead, capable of reducing you to ashes with a simple snap of their fingers. Just one word, and you could have had my protection. But now, that opportunity is lost forever, and you only have your own stupidity and arrogance to blame. No matter, my plan has already succeeded. What you saw when you cooked the mushrooms was not mist, but spores, set to sprout into green mushrooms very soon. And that's where their true power lies. Because, given a bit of time to grow, green mushrooms will multiply exponentially. You see, considering my current level of power, I had no way to create large number of clones. Unless, of course, I had access to a source of extreme heat. And you delivered one to me on a silver platter. That was my plan all along.
So, you kept running away from us because you needed to buy time?
Precisely. Before long, the green mushrooms will multiply at an unstoppable rate, allowing me to return to the peak of my power. Then, I shall reclaim my dignity and status as a god, achieve victory in the Archon War, and take revenge on Sumeru.
You have no concept of time, do you? Newsflash, the Archon War is old news, buddy.
Nonsense! Is that not the source of your suffering? All I hear in this land is war this and war that. If you fear the Archon War, all the more reason to cower behind the protection of a god.
Pretty sure they're talking about the war against the Abyss.
Huh?
The Archon War? I guess I've heard about that once or twice, but only from Outlanders.
Ha! I see what's going on here. You're using lies and trickery to befuddle me. You know, my original plan was to imprison you here until the end of time. But now, I have a better idea. Once nothing is left of this land but an endless field of mushrooms, I'll set you free. You get the honor of witnessing that despair in person. Now, I was going to offer you a glimmer of hope by allowing you to pledge yourselves to me and take on the burden of managing my kingdom. But now, the deal is off. What did you say?
The Traveler explained everything. The only reason I could hear you is because I've eaten so many mushrooms over the years.
Yeah, and Paimon ate a whole bunch during the competition. Paimon's small, so it didn't take as many mushrooms for her to be affected. Point being, most people would have to eat a monstrous amount of mushrooms to even hear you over the buzz of a mosquito. So you latched onto us as a group of people who can actually hear your voice. In other words...
You said your mushrooms need time to grow. Which means you don't have enough power to keep us here.
I may not have my former strength, but keeping a few humans right where I want them is a small task. Unless you think you can take on a creature as vicious and powerful as the Jade Plume Terra Shroom. Because you definitely can't. Right?
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, if he was telling the truth, we need to get back to the tribe as soon as possible.
Oh, no! You must be bluffing! A few measly humans couldn't possibly be that powerful! And what's this about a war against the abyss? Hey, I want answers!
Paimon's not gonna waste one more word on this guy. Let's go!
What should we do?
Worried? Ha ha ha! Don't be. It's just a few mushrooms. A Tolly!
Get ready to feast!
More, please! Guess it's time to dig in!
Stop this at once! Huh?
What a great meal! Thanks, everyone. I feel like a whole new me.
And with that, we took care of all the green mushrooms. Now, care to tell me what happened earlier? It was lights out for all three of you. Someone planted a god in Varessa's orchard, and she's been eating it ever since.
Yeah, we know not every god that's still around is super strong, but this one reached a whole new low.
Also, didn't he have his facts all wrong? He kept going on about some kind of Archon War.
Ah, well, Natlan was never part of the Archon War, so it rarely comes up around these parts. It makes sense that you don't know much about it, Varessa.
Whoa, hold on. Are you serious?
Of course. The infighting between the dragons pretty much took over everything. So, there was no room for the gods to join in.
Yep, that checks out. Living under a rock all those years, Mushroom God wakes up, thinking it's still the Archon War, and tries to use that to convince people to worship him.
Little did he know, our lives are much better now than in the Age of the Dragons.
So what do we do now? It can't be...
I guess it's back to business as usual. As long as we keep picking the green mushrooms, that god is just a tasty mushroom at the end of the day. Actually, Traveler? Alright, here's good. So, it's not anything super important. Your encouragement gave me the courage to... And maybe this sounds weird. Oh, What? I never thought but it's like if I start to doubt myself in the future.
Hey, you two! Akata was saying that should we go check it out?
Oh, good.
Right. And it's not a quick
Good idea. Let's check.
Oh, Catherine's back! And isn't that Tainari?
Word from the speaker's chamber was that an Omerta scholar happened to be conducting research in the area. So they helped me to get in touch.
Yep, you're an expert, so you must know all about him, right?
Yeah, the mushrooms started popping up in our orchard not too long ago. Of course, you're welcome anytime. That's a huge help, actually. I wanted to ask, though, you said what remains of his clones? Does that mean there are clones outside of Natland? Even now?
Zamarin?
You know that name?
Yeah, Paimon calls it Sheesh Room. It's absolutely huge! Way more impressive than the puny Sage Lord. We should go see Zamarin one of these days.
Ooh, I'll come. It'll be nice to interact with a friendly mushroom for once. I would never.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
The biggest one in history.
There are leaves around. And I know just the tune to accompany.
Ad Astra Abyssa. Thank you for completing to.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
The mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Rebooting.
Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
The campaign begins. Wind Strider.
Roll, roll, roll!
Illusion Shattered.
This may turn a little. Yeah!
Now you shall perish.
Roll, roll, roll! Yeah! The Temple of Wisdom!
Shine down. As one with wind and cloud. Wind Strider.
Yeah! Come on! We can do it! This may turn a little. Yeah!
Illusion Shattered.
Committed to memory!
Inazuma shines eternal.
Make yourselves at home! This may turn a little.
Wind Strider. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Shine down.
Committed to memory!
Illusion Shattered.
Roll, roll, roll!
As one with wind and cloud. There is no escape.
The Temple of Wisdom! This may turn...
Wind Strider.
Is there time to sneak in some dim sum first?
Is it time for me to join you?
Let the show begin.
Up to it, Manzai! Ugh. Yeah.
Wind Strider! Clouds high, the birds call!
Still breathing.
La 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 la.
Phew! See? Quit it!
Wind Strider!
It's over!
I'll protect us.
As one with wind and cloud!
Many happy returns.
Wind Strider!
Time to go!
Let the show begin. I'll protect us.
Clouds high, the birds call! Wind Strider!
Sorry, pal. Congratulations! Mighty mythical beast! Sorry, pal.
Go!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Wind Strider!
This isn't good. Come on, we can do it.
Higher, higher, hands on fire!
Clouds high, the birds call!
Up to it, Manzai!
Let's dance.
Cross over!
Wind Strider! As one with wind and cloud! Mighty mythical beast! Time to go.
I'll protect us.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Higher, higher, pants on fire!
Wind Strider! As one with wind and cloud! Many happy returns!
Ready, steady, go!
Wind Strider!
Time to go!
Clouds high, the birds call!
Higher, higher, pants on fire!
Hop to it, Manzai!
Let's dance.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
What is the situation?
I've been waiting for you for ages. I'll protect us. Oh no!
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered! Ha!
Let the show begin. Yeah. Yeah. Committed to memory.
Shine down! Wind strike!
I'll protect us.
As one with wind and cloud. Time to go.
Let's wait for a little. Sharing my knowledge. Let the show begin. Go, Barber, go! Committed to memory.
Time to go. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal!
Wind strike.
Let's change tactics. Let's dance.
One with wind and cloud.
There is no escape! Ha!
Time to go. Wind strider.
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Clouds high. The birds come. Is this the end?
Shine down!
Wind strider. Compared to the storms I've encountered out at sea, this is really quite tame.
Protect us.
escape. Shine down. Illusion shattered.
Let's dance.
There is no escape.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
The Temple of Wisdom. Let the show begin. This may hurt a little.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Wind strike!
Shine down.
As one with wind and cloud! Time to go.
Make yourselves a home. Let's change tactics. Come on, we can do it.
Wind strike!
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
Grow, grow.
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Share my knowledge. Commit it to memory. Grow, grow, grow.
Shine down.
La, 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 la. Ouchie. This may hurt a little.
There is no escape.
Let's dance. Commit it to memory.
Shine down. Torn to oblivion.
Wind strike!
The Temple of Wisdom.
Illusion shattered.
As one with wind and cloud!
This may hurt. I'll protect us.
Wind strike!
Shine down. Insolent.
Grow, grow, grow. Ha! Make yourselves a home.
shines eternal!
Ready, steady, go! La-da-da-dum.
Clouds high. The birds call. Time to go.
This way, turn a little. Sharing my knowledge. Committed to memory. This way, turn a little.
One with wind and cloud.
Committed to memory.
Now you shall perish!
Make yourselves at home.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Illusion shattered!
This way, turn a little.
Inazuma shines eternal!
As one with wind and cloud.
Come on, we can do it. Sharing my knowledge.
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Pay your dues.
Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strike.
Grow, grow, grow.
no escape!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Make yourselves at home!
There is no escape!
Can't run from death.
Got it. I'll start my warm-up routine.
Thank you for permitting, no, inviting me to join you.
This is no place to loaf around.
Huh? Who's this?
Show me your moves. Take a seat.
As one with wind and cloud.
Mighty mythical beast!
The tide
Bow your head.
rides full speed ahead.
Hey, what gives? So,
Wind Strider.
Ready, steady, go! I'll protect us.
War's over.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
Settle down.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Wind Strider.
The tides beckon. Settle down.
Wind Strider. As one with wind and cloud.
hop to it, Manzai!
Wind Strider. Time to go.
Stay close and you will live.
I've been waiting for you for 8...
All right, amuse me. Dear me, right here, right now. Right here, right now, right here. Come on out. Let's dance. Let the show begin. Show them. Emerge, right now. Emerge. Ouchie. Right now, right here. Right now. Right here. I'll protect us. Wind Strider. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge. Well, what do we have here?
Ready to rumble. You.
Let's hope you'll put up a good fight.
Commit it to memory. Grow. Let the show begin. This may hurt a little.
I will. Stand down.
Congratulations!
All right, let's finish this fast.
Commit it to memory. Ready, steady, go!
Let's hope you'll put up a good fight.
This may hurt a little.
Wind strike.
Let's finish this next time.
Commit to memory. I'll protect us. Grow, grow, grow.
Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strider.
Share my knowledge. Committed to memory. I see stars. Let's dance. Go, Barbara, go!
Wind strider.
Just make sure you look.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
The Temple of Wisdom! Oh no! La 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 la!
Wind strider!
Grow, grow, grow!
Many happy returns!
Clouds high, the birds call! Brings a smile to my face.
Committed to memory! This way through the river.
It's fine.
Hey, what gives?
Grow, grow, grow! I'll protect you! This way through the river. Share my knowledge! Grow, grow, grow!
Stop it now!
This way through the river.
Wind strider!
Committed to memory. Let the show begin.
Good things come to those who wait.
Hi, I'm Huni. Are you here to help find the baby Saurians?
And I'm Toba. You must be the helpers that we've been waiting for.
It's nice to meet you too, but we're just passing through. Oh, but Uncle Sanka said he was gonna send some of his friends over to help us. You sure he didn't mean you? Yeah, sorry. Whatever this is about, it sounds like you've got the wrong end of the stick. Wrong end of the stick?
Darn it! We've been tricked, Huni. I should have known that Glasses Guy was a con artist.
What are we supposed to do about the baby Saurians now? Time's running out. It's okay, Huni. Don't worry. Why don't you tell us what happened with these baby Saurians, huh? There's been a lot of unrest in the tribe lately, and my dad's Saurian got injured. Her name's Nana, and she has 3 little babies. After what happened to Nana, her babies were so scared that they ran off and hid. I'm really worried about them, so I decided to go look for them. If Nana is your dad's Saurian, why isn't he the one looking for them? My dad's one of the elders, so he's busy getting ready for Turnfire Night. It's a really important ceremony, more important than this, anyway. I'm not supposed to be out here either, but I snuck out without telling him. I didn't think it would take very long, but then that guy we ran into made us tell him loads of stories, and it wasted so much time.
Yeah, he was so selfish. He doesn't have a heart.
It's all right. Don't let him get to you. We're here now, and we'll help you, because we care a lot, don't we, Traveler? They should be. I already managed to find their tracks, and it seems like they're hiding on the cliff. Really? Wow! Thank you so much, Miss Traveler and Miss Paimon.
Awesome! You gotta be careful out on the cliffs, though. They're really steep. Even grown-ups have trouble climbing them.
Huni said the baby Saurians are on the cliff, so let's find a way up. I'll protect us.
What is the situation?
We found them! Wait, but what's that other... A how? Well, if it isn't the gruesome twosome who wormed their way into our servant circle of friends. Still awestruck from the last time we met? Would that be why you hastily scrambled up here to pay your respects the moment you saw us? I suppose we can't blame you. Such is the spell that our majesty casts on our minions. Very well. You heed... Wait, aren't you like... Silence! How are you... We shall have you know that last... Oh, come on. You talk big, but Kanich clearly has you on... That's more like it. If you must know, Abyss incident... See this little lizard? Its mother, immediate... Yikes. So how is she doing now? She was but a low... Such... Leaping from a cliff... My dear anemic flying in... We sense a... Suspicious Outlanders? Wait, are you mocking us? Ha! How dare you cast aspersions on your ruler, heathen! You're just lucky that our servant has such... If you're not here to kiss my feet... Potty mouth on that guy! I'm on his furious! Still, good to know about the Abyss threat, huh? Wasn't expecting that. Let's not get sidetracked. We should take care of Hooty's request first.
Wow, you're back already? That was so fast.
I'm so glad that the babies are all right. Thank you both so much. Now we can finally go home and stop worrying about them. You're welcome. Piece of cake. You're not from Natlan, right? Because your clothes look different than ours. Hey, you must be tired after all that climbing. You should come take a rest at my house.
Yeah, please come. I promise you'll get a big Scions of the Canopy welcome. We love having guests, and you're really nice people. Not like Glasses Guy.
By the sound of it, Glasses Guy wasn't from Natlan either, right? Uh-huh. Well, his clothes sure weren't. You know what? Now that I think about it, there was something really fishy about him. Really? Maybe he was the suspicious Outlander that Ahau mentioned. Sure, if you're interested. Oh, let me think. How did the conversation go again? Oh, please, mister. I've told you so many stories already. When are you gonna help me find the baby Saurians?
Just one more story. One more, I swear. Why don't you tell me more about that ball of fire? I heard that there was a huge transparent ball of fire that used to burn 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, maybe even further back than that.
Oh, you mean Turnfire. That's where the ancient name Mollypo comes from.
Oh, wow. So it was the origin of an ancient name. That's impressive.
Uh-huh. There's a story behind every ancient name. The legend goes that the Turnfire first appeared in the era of the Grand Alliance. It was used by the tyrant Och Khan to rule over Natlan and oppress anyone who opposed him. Turnfire is different from normal fire. If you get set on fire with it, you'll feel horrible burning pain from behind you, but you won't die from it right away. And whatever you do, you mustn't turn back to look at it.
Why? What happens if you turn back?
As soon as you turn around, poof! You get burned to a crisp.
Well, good golly gee. I mean, it's one thing to singe someone's clothes, but burning people alive? That is a big no-no in my book.
Right? How nasty is it to burn someone from behind and not even let them turn around to look? Och Khan really was an evil tyrant.
Yes, shocking behavior. Now, let me guess. Eventually, a valiant hero came to save the day? That's usually how these stories go.
Good guess, Uncle Glasses. Seems like you really know your stuff. The hero was called Yupanqui. He's the ancestor of our tribe.
Mm-hmm. Yupanqui was friends with Och Khan the Tyrant, and also Shibalanke, the first Pyro Archon. He was working as an ordnance officer for the Grand Alliance at the time. He didn't like how Och Khan was such a cruel tyrant, so he stole the Turnfire and threw it at the Och Khan's army. The soldiers couldn't defend against it, and they all got turned to ash. And that's how our ancestors set our people free. But just as he was about to leave the city, he thought he heard Och Khan calling out to him from behind. It caught him off guard, and he turned around to look.
But Och Khan wasn't there. All he saw was a city burned black, an army in ruins, and giant flames reaching up into the sky.
A split second later, the flames he saw burst out from inside his eyes and swallowed him up.
All it took was a single glance. As soon as he looked back, he was burned to a crisp.
The question is, was this the price he paid for stealing the Turnfire, or the price of turning back?
Nobody knows the answer, but the fire that consumed Yupanqui burned more fiercely than any other. It burned for 100 days until it burned a hole right through the ley lines. And then, the flame dropped into the deathly dark Night Kingdom, where it still burns to this day.
The grown-ups say that it lights up the path that leads to the next life. But for the dead to be reborn, they have to accept the flames and be purified by the fire first. It's like a final look back at your life, where you have to answer for everything you did. Anyway, that's the story of Yupanqui's Turnfire.
Ah, a fine parable indeed. So, is it true? Is it really possible to find this fire in the Night Kingdom?
I don't know. I think it's just a story.
Either way, I assume this name has been passed down in your tribe ever since?
Sure has. It went to Burkina, the hero that we celebrate on Turnfire Night. But that was 500 years ago.
Yeah, and now it belongs to Kanich. So we often call him Malipo Kanich.
Kinich, huh?
All right, Uncle Glasses, that's enough stories. Now, can you please go find the baby Saurians for us like you promised?
I would, but doesn't the legend of the Turnfire teach us not to look back? Let's not go dredging up the past. Tell me more about this Kinich guy. One more story, I swear. Starting now. No? Careful, Toba. You look dangerously close to cursing me out right now. Tut tut, we can't have that. Cursing is for grown-ups only.
Uncle, you'd better not be trying to trick us, or the Turnfire will get you when you die.
How would it get me if I'm outside of Natland? Uncle Glasses isn't from here, you know. Unlike you.
Huh?
Wait, is that? All right, kiddos. I'm a man of my word. 2 of my friends are on their way here, and, yeah, they'll help you out on my behalf. Work them like dogs, okay? That's what they're here for. Don't go easy on them just for my sake.
Really? Well, first, can you tell us your name?
We met at the foot of this cliff, so beneath the peaks, let's go with Sanka.
Seriously?
If you don't believe me, turn around and see for yourselves. They're right behind you.
Huh? Where? Oh, wait! Uncle Sanka, where did you go? Yeah, definitely a fishy character. It sounds like he was digging for info about the ancient names.
Yeah, and not only that, but he betrayed us too. He'll pay for this.
All he got out of us was some stories, though. What's the worst that could happen? Traveler, maybe we should go tell Kanich about this. Ahau says he's investigating it, but he's a bit of a loose cannon. We probably shouldn't take him at his word. Huh? You know Kanich? Not very well, but we have met him before, and one time we had a meal together.
Aw, man, I'm so jealous. I never even spoken to him. He's so cool. He's the Saurian hunter, and he has a really awesome ancient name.
Me neither. I don't think my dad really likes him, though. He always tells me to stay away from him. Probably because of that little creep he always hangs out with. He's nasty, and he's so full of himself. Oh, the creep who calls himself Kahul Ahau? Yeah, we've had the pleasure of meeting him too. He sure loves pushing people's buttons. Exactly. I don't know why Kanich partnered up with him. Why didn't he pick me instead?
Uh-oh! Oni, look how late it is. We've been out way too long. We better get home now or we'll get yelled at.
Oh, yikes. You're right. Okay, well, this path here leads to our settlement. If you decide to visit, remember to come to my house. If there's anything you need, my dad can help get it for you. Hope to see you soon.
We gotta run. Bye for now.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Huni, what were you thinking going out by yourself? Don't you know how dangerous it is?
It's okay. Toba helped me. And we met some kind strangers who helped us, and...
Kind strangers? What made you so sure they were so kind, hmm? I suppose they had kind stranger written on their foreheads.
Yeah, actually, they did. In big, bold letters.
Don't talk back to me. The Mountain King problem still hasn't been solved. What would I do if I lost you, too? No dinner for you tonight.
They were good people, Dad. Dinner or no dinner. Hello again, Huni. It's Miss Paimon and Miss Traveler. Dad, it's them. They're the ones who helped me. And I promised we'd take care of them if they came to visit.
Oh, so you're the kind strangers. Well, I'm Trinidad. Apparently you helped my daughter today. So if there's anything you need, just ask. As an elder of the Scions of the Canopy, I've got some influence around here. Now, I trust that you're set.
Yep, just helping a neighbor. We're not looking for anything in return.
Oh? Well, let's hope so.
Dad, please! They're not bad people. They've eaten at the same table with Kanich before. Be nice to them.
Kanich? Wait. I heard that two mysterious travelers from afar helped the Pyro Archon to solve the crisis our nation was facing. Are they you?
And Paimon's the other.
I do apologize. A lot's been going on in our tribe lately, and I suppose the pressure must be getting to me. I can't believe I was so rude to you. I feel ashamed. We got off on the wrong foot. Can we start over?
Oh, now we're talking.
You've just arrived, I take it?
Careful.
My dear traveler, you are very perceptive indeed. Go inside now, Huni. Dad's got some important business to discuss.
Okay. Look after Miss Traveler and Miss Paimon. They're very special guests. Well, we'll hear you out, but we can't make any promises that we'll be able to help.
This is a matter of utmost importance. Please allow me to explain. For many years, our tribe has celebrated the Turnfire Night. It is a traditional ceremony among the Scions of the Canopy, in which we remember our ancestor, Burkina, and his companion, Kangamato, the Mountain King. Burkina was a hero who bore the ancient name Malipo, and Kangamato was a powerful Yumkasor warrior. Together, they fought against the Abyss. They were victorious, but it came at a great cost. Burkina paid with his life. The Mountain King survived, but was contaminated by the Abyss, and he remains in hibernation to this day. Normally, Yumkasors never live longer than a century. It's possible that the Abyssal power is responsible for... That's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory, but even this glory comes at a price. The Abyssal power inside him is highly sensitive, and when it is disturbed, he awakens and flies into a blind rage, attacking anything that moves. So besides the ceremony, another important part of Turnfire Night each year is cleansing the Abyssal power inside the Mountain King, so that he will remain sound asleep. even though you helped us to solve the Abyss crisis. The destabilizing effects of the disaster have made it increasingly difficult to keep the Mountain King in hibernation. Only 5 months have passed since the last Turnfire night, and he's already showing signs of instability.
Has he woken up again?
He has. We managed to contain the situation by performing a makeshift ceremony right away, but it was a close call. He could reawaken at any moment. Also, he attacked and wounded my companion, Nana, during the ceremony. She became contaminated by the Abyss as a result. And
We heard. Such a tragedy. We're really sorry for your loss.
yes, and Nana wasn't the first. Anyway, right now, we're preparing for an exceptional Turnfire Night ceremony, and we need to find a suitable flame bearer. From what I've heard about your adventures, of course. Plus, he's a bona fide hero who's inherited the Malipo name.
Oh, you mean Kinich?
Yes, he's the one. A hero worth his weight in gold. And unfortunately for us, he's all too aware of that. No prizes for guessing what he said when I asked him to host a Turnfire night outside of the annual schedule. An exceptional ceremony? I'll have to charge an exceptional price. I swear, no other concept exists in that boy's brain. I'm not the one to usually talk about people behind their backs, but I'm convinced the Y-Up got hit on the head and took a wrong turn the day it chose to give that ancient name to him. Have you ever heard of a hero whose mantra is, "What's your asking price?" Oh, and don't get me started on that insufferable How he hangs around with. Thinks he's God's gift to mankind. Pompous fool.
Yeah, Paimon has to agree on that last part.
Anyway, the fact is, the ceremony can just as easily be done without him, as long as we find someone else. And besides, you two seem like much better candidates, huh? So what do you think? Wonderful. I can't thank you enough. Honi was right about you. You have kindness in your hearts. Come with me to the other side of the mountain. I'll bring you up to speed on each step of the ceremony. As experienced warriors, I'm sure you'll pick it up in no time.
Achoo! Curses! Who dares insult the great Kahula How behind his back?
Oh, great Kahul Ahau, bless you.
Shut your filthy mouth, worm of the abyss! Your putrid words defile the air we breathe. You make the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, sick to the stomach!
Speaking as a member of the Abyss Order, that's music to my ears. Exactly the kind of reaction we're going for. But on a personal level, I gotta say, it's pretty hurtful.
Ugh, never have we heard such brazen blustering from someone who is inches from death! Up yours, Four Eyes! We spit in your face!
Okay, well, that I am at a loss to explain. How do I manage to stay so chirpy and cheerful? I can only guess it's some kind of powerful magic. But I digress. Mr. Kinich, I admit it, you, sir, are a legendary hunter. Still, the only reason you caught me is that I was reluctant to run away.
You see, I'm very interested in the lore of your tribe.
Kay.
Is that it? Kay? Aren't you intrigued to know what it is about you guys that prompted a visit from the Abyss? It's the extreme sports! The other day, I narrowly avoided getting hit by a very brave soul who just leaped off a cliff. I think you call it bungee jumping? Anyway, I was very impressed. That is what I call embracing the spirit of adventure. Look, I even did a painting inspired by the bravery and freedom of the scions of the canopy.
You scum-sucking swine! I swear, if you go bungee jumping, it'll be without a rope! Head first off the tallest cliff, with a band of hunters on your tail, and nowhere left to run, and a bottomless cesspit waiting for you on the ground.
You say that, but I get the sense that Mr. Kinich isn't planning to take my life right now. On top of that, I'm tired of spying on you from afar. So why don't we just negotiate a comfortable operating distance that works for both of us? I've heard that the most important thing in human relationships is to respect each other's boundaries. What do you say, Mr. Kinich?
Or you could tell me what it is you're really after.
What?
And then I'll name my price.
There's still some residual abyss contamination. No surprises here. No doubt that explains the Mountain King's recent activity. See those torches over there? Those are sacred flame offshoots that we requested from the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. They contain the power of the Pyro Archon.
Are you saying that the Sacred Flame and the Turnfire are the same thing?
For ceremonial purposes, at least. Sending someone to the Night Kingdom to retrieve the legendary Turnfire isn't exactly an option. More to the point, though, the Sacred Flame is able to burn away abyssal filth. So that's why we use it in the ceremony.
Gotcha! So basically, we just need to clean up the filth with the Sacred Flame.
That's one part of it, yes. But the complete ceremony is a bit more complicated than that. First, the flame bearer must collect the kindling of the sacred flame from the starting point. Then use a grappling hook to fly up into the sky and light each of the sacred flame pillars. Then they must go down into the canyon, all the way to the cave where the Mountain King slumbers. Lighting the most skilled flame bearers can accomplish all of this.
Wow! He can do all that flying without ever falling to the ground? Well, of course Paimon can. It'd be much harder for you guys.
Ha! Well, don't worry. It's not a requirement of the ceremony. You're allowed to touch the ground. The only thing you're not allowed to do is turn back. The flame bearer must always keep moving forward. You can't skip a pillar, then come back to it after lighting the next one. To do so would be to disrespect our ancestors.
So, what actually happens if you do turn back? Surely the fires don't just go out.
Well, if you're not careful, you might get burned.
What about today then? Does the same rule apply?
Oh no, don't worry. Today is just a practice. The order doesn't matter. You just need to take the sacred flame, cleanse the filth, then go light all the braziers. Are you ready? I'll repeat the key points again. Gather the kindling, cleanse the filth, and light all the braziers. I'll wait for you at the end.
Alright, let's use this kindling to complete our mission. There's abyssal filth over there. Let's burn it away with the sacred flame. Grow, grow, grow! This leads me a little.
Torn to oblivion!
That should be all the braziers. Let's regroup with Trinidad.
I knew I was right about you. You have outperformed all of our previous candidates. If there was an ancient name for outstanding flame bearers, I'm sure.
Yeah, although it would probably take Paimon quite a bit longer.
All right. Now there's still a few days left until the ceremony. I should get back so I can inform the chief and the other elders that I have found the flame bearer we need.
Oh, you mean they've still got to sign off on it?
Some of them are still hoping we can come to an agreement with Kanich. But that's only because they haven't seen you in action. Still, I'm the one responsible for securing a flame bearer. And my recommendation is you.
Just for Paimon's own peace of mind, are you sure it's not going to be a problem having Outlanders take on such an important role in your ceremony?
See that place over there? There was a time long before the age of Burkina and the Mountain King, when we Scions of the Canopy called that our home. After a period of upheaval, our ancestors were forced to move away. Now it has become a place where our youths go to develop courage and kindle a spirit of adventure. If we failed to keep the threat posed by the Mountain King at bay, it might not be long before we have to move again and find a new home. So to answer your question, I think everyone will agree that—
Fair enough. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
I'll need you to drop by my place at some point before the ceremony, if that's all right. There are still a few final details that we need to discuss.
Okay, see you later then.
You have my gratitude.
We've helped out with a lot of other local festivals before, but this one feels a little different. Anyway, let's take a break before heading back to Trinidad's place.
Ready to rumble.